Benjamin Carver. Yeah.
I was talking to him the other day, and he had brought up, like, we were talking about struggle, and he was like, you have to understand, young blood, he said, without struggle, there's no progress. He says, you have to understand with struggle, and it was just a reminder, because I knew it, but it feel good to hear somebody that's still moving that agenda. You know what I'm saying? He was like, without struggle, church, he says, there is no progress.
Right. There
is no tomorrow for anything if you're not struggling. At least you know you're going to have progress through that. If you just hit the top already and you have everything, is that a life really worth living? I like the journey.
What is joy without pain?
What is joy without the journey?
You know what I'm saying? That's like, that's the difference. That's the difference from a man's perspective, not from a woman's perspective, but from a man's perspective. That's the difference from a man who really goes to the gym and earns his muscle, earns his strength, earns his relationships with everybody in the world who respects him for the creed that he lives by, the discipline that he shows, the tenacity that he shows to make himself a healthy person and be successful. Then you see this, he'll go get a BBL and he trying to look.
Talking about Batman Kelbo?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I ain't speaking. No.
I saw somebody do that.
Yeah, no. I ain't doing none of that. As a mind, I fuck with Batman Kelbo as a mind.
I fuck with him too. I didn't know where that was. I'm like,
no. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying is, you could say steroids, you could say that, like whatever. It ain't
hey, I'm not knocking him. They're proud of it. If that's what you want to do,
yeah, that's him.
Who am I
that's
to
him.
sit there and knock him?
I respect, long as you ain't doing no rainbow stuff. Like that's why my line get drawn is like with the rainbow. Like
painting nails.
That's, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, it's a different type of respect. Just period.
Girl
like
clothes.
When you earn the muscles, when you earn, your strength. You feel me? Like my father's an athlete, so I look at this like that. You know what I'm saying? Even just period, just like in sports, like the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight, I'm not a person that respect user performance enhancement. I don't respect it. You know what I'm saying?
I was talking to BH about that the other day too.
Yeah, that's cheating. Like everybody trying to downplay that. And I think Ryan Garcia is a great fighter, like a super great fighter. But at the end of the day, like this is a combat sport. You playing with your people's lives. You playing. You know what I'm saying? Like
when I talked to Bill Haney. He had nothing bad to say about Ryan Garcia.
Nah, like, I don't got nothing bad to say about Ryan Garcia.
Right. No, I'm saying as in giving him his flowers and saying like he's a good fighter. This is all pre the pull that he pulled and like before they found out that something was in his system. So like nobody's ever took anything from Ryan. We can't take nothing from him now other than if you cheat.
The win is the win, but the cheating is just I just don't respect the cheating.
No, they might as well fought in the street is what you saying. Might as well just got in the backyard real quick and just got him up.
Yeah, it's for business if we're gonna do all that, like we might as well just make it a jump fight. You get your three best people, my three best people. If we gonna be, we gonna do all that.
Get to that point.
Yeah, that's just how I feel.
Cheating, and we about to start calling shit.
It's millions and millions of dollars on the line. Like I don't know, but like people just look at how they look at it.
I agree. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then another thing too, you got the whole weight thing. Like, it's a weight class like I'm not talking about bro coming in 3 pounds over. Like I don't care about this. I'm just speaking on the aspect of if weight classes matter in boxing. Like you're not gonna put a cruiserweight up in there with a featherweight. You're not gonna put a heavyweight up in there with a middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're not gonna do that.
Okay, and that's somewhat of the equivalent of what performance enhancement drugs does to a fighter. It gives you a high level. I understand. I ain't getting into all the percentages and all that, like what they all saying of how much was in it, whatever. I'm just saying, just in life in general. That's why performance enhancement is not supposed to be in any athlete. Boxing, period. Like that ruins your legacy. I thought that's what all sports used to be about. When I was a fan of sports growing up, like that's like, okay, let's look at it from this analogy right here. It's a lot of people in this world that consider themselves great gamers in the sports world. I know y'all consider yourselves a great 2K player. You consider yourself a great Madden player, and a lot of y'all gamble on these games and will put your life and soul that you one of the best.
I saw some bad happen over games.
Okay, then. So we know people take games serious. And games make people money. So let's speak it from this perspective.
Yeah.
If you're gambling, or if you're just playing a seriously competitive game on Madden, are you gonna play Madden versus somebody and not have it on all Madden mode? No, you're going to turn it on all Madden mode first, right? Because you want the difficulty to be correct for all the players that played the way it's supposed to go in real
So
Madden.
you can say you played it true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You played the true art of the game. It's all Madden.
Exactly. We playing all Madden. That's the first level. The second thing you're not going to do is play without fatigue on. You're not going to play Madden or 2K on either all-star level or on all Madden level, and we're playing a serious competitive game, but we're going to turn the fatigue off. That's cheating.
Let there be money on the table.
How I'm gonna play against you for $20,000, $10,000, $500, and your player never gets tired. You got James Harden steady hitting the step back 40 times. He never got tired. Y'all never had to call timeout. You never had to sub in. No. This just common sense, and we living in a world right now where sense is not common.
No, it's not.
So it's just like certain. I feel like certain people like such as myself or other people that get on these platforms, they have the knowledge and have the audience, like,
they don't say it enough.
You gotta say something.
But they don't say it enough. I think it goes, like, you see, that's the problem. So it's like everybody will sit down and do interviews or sit down with somebody and they'll talk 45 minutes about that won't help nobody.
Right.
Won't get nobody to not even one step to the next step. You know what I'm saying? It just be a bunch of bullshit. To me, I feel like that's selfish. If you got it, give it.
Right.
If you got the game for somebody
that's the only way to keep
it up, man, give it to them, man.
That's the way to keep it.
We need a strong.
I agree with Sharp, bro. Anybody that sit down want to match me, y'all trying to match, that's the stuff I like to talk about. I like to talk about elevation. I'm trying to do. We could talk about some money. Sometimes we could talk about females, simple. But I mean, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Simple after that. I'm trying to talk elevation. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to brainstorm. I like that type of stuff, bro. How could we? I'm a problem solver. Simple. And I speak with a lot of logic. You know what I'm saying? I like how there's logic. No emotions. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. No emotions, bro. You gotta brainstorm. You gotta think about what you're doing. No emotional decisions. Simple.
We need a strong village around
That's the reason.
Man.
That's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? I love the game. I love, you know what I'm saying, what I chose, because at the end of the day, being a player and being a young man that strive to accomplish great things, women gonna be in your life regardless. You know what I'm saying? And you could either choose to be.
It's what you do with them.
It's what you do with them. You could be a sucker or you can be the trophy. It's either or. And I appreciate the fact that I was able to learn so much and see so many other people that chose different routes and different ways of doing things.
Yeah. And
because we never glorify another man's failure, especially men of color like that. I feel like you went through the same that I went through.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we all make our decisions in life, and the decisions that we make are the leading factors of the outcomes of our lifestyles.
Yeah.
So when I seen a lot of my friends, you know what I'm saying, like, lose a lot over, you know what I'm saying, hustling and going on the mission to go rob and end up getting shot, the robbery go wrong, end up catching a bunch of time, telling on you. It's all that I seen a lot of my friends going through. It never made sense to me.
It's up when we got to sit there and say, even that street, is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
It's like, it's up, right?
Then you gotta think about you gotta think about it from the hustling side too. Like, man, I seen so many spend so much money to get the smallest profit back and just risk their whole life to ride around with this in the car. You feel me?
Never understood that.
Ride around with all this.
Why is that? So
I mean, I don't knock it though. I don't knock it though.
But like,
I don't knock it.
You trying to get it off.
We all trying to get it out, but
trying to get it off as fast as you got it.
Hey man, I can ride around with 4 beautiful girls. Like, I can ride around with 4 books.
Talk about it. Say it again, Trish.
That's all I'm saying. I can ride around with 4 beautiful girls and enjoy life. We going to the beach and we finna go to Kima and do some gleamer. You know what I'm saying? You can't ride around with 4 white things wrapped up in plastic. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between the two. But as a man, as I was saying earlier, we all gonna deal with beautiful women though.
Because them women can speak on their whereabouts. Them bricks can't.
Them bricks can't speak for themselves. Them books can't speak for
They can't
themselves.
speak about his whereabouts and why it's in your car right now.
Them books are an inanimate object, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you been spent all of this money to make a couple dollars on top of it, and then you got to go spend all of that money again.
Right.
You know, in the game I chose, I made one or two initial investments, and now I have a reoccurring machine. I have a reoccurring currency.
It makes sense though.
What do you think about? I gotta ask you.
That makes sense.
What do you think about the word? What does that mean to you when you hear it? And how do you cipher the word? What does it mean to you when you hear it? What's the definition to you? Sex trafficking.
To me,
Yeah.
what I believe is when men or people forcefully take women,
Or just a human being.
or just take a human being, period, a child, a child, a woman,
Right.
anything of that nature. You forcefully take them to somewhere that they did not want to be against their will, and you make them, or you persuade or make them to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think those are horrible people.
Yeah.
I don't
I feel like we should clear that up.
Yeah,
Church. We
because
should
that's not the church.
We need
That's
to know.
not the game. That's not a P. That's not a life coach. That's not none of those things. That's not none of
He's
that.
a life coach.
Those are scums, criminals, scum of the world, whatever y'all call them. And
Those are the sleazeballs.
those are the sleaze. That's what you use for them.
Yeah,
Sleazeballs.
those are sleazeballs.
Those are the sleazeballs. They make
It
it,
is.
and it's a lot of people that are those things that wear suits and ties and.
They don't ever want to talk about that.
I'm just saying
That
though,
goes
listen,
so
they
far.
from Germany, they from Russia, and they from all these other places, and they the ones that's they coming with the whatever they're weird. I be seeing this on YouTube. I be scared of trying to protect my kids and my family from these type of folks. They come with the paper with the spray stuff on it or something, and then they put it on their face, and then people disappear. Yeah, that's what in my mind.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
or just in the streets, period. Like, and don't respect a snitch. I have no respect in my heart or soul for a person who tells on another individual for doing something that y'all all both agree.
Right. You a part
I'm
of
a
it.
firm believer in that myself.
Okay, so just like we had it in the game, I don't respect people who touch, deal, associate, or do anything with a child. That's not the game. That's not nothing. You trash. You scum. You. That's not even.
What the like, and this is just my logic, and even coming from the game, like, what do you really gain out of a child? Like, what can you get? You can't have. I like logical conversations, stimulating conversations. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing
that shit
the fuck you
weird.
need to
That
sit
shit
here
is
and
weird.
Talk to me about.
Fuck, I'm finna be
Like, what
talking
the fuck
to
I
a
need
kid.
talk
I
to
have
a
no
kid
interest
for?
in the kid
that
to be
shit just
around the
don't-
kid. I don't even.
It don't make no sense to me, dog.
I'm from the
I don't
South.
like nothing with teen in it. I never even like 18, 19-year-old
Right,
bitches.
and me too.
You can't even go have a drink with me.
I need
I
to-
can't even go sit down with you in a
Point
comfortable
blank period.
environment, sit down and have a cocktail with you and chop it up with you as two adults. Get grown. Like, I never played with it, bro. That was just me.
In no
But
way,
then
shape, or form.
I start to look at how these, and like a lot of these people, because I call them predators. Like how a lot of these predators get up on some of these chicks is because they know they don't want much.
Right. That's
don't
what I
got
was going.
much.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know what a chick want her cell phone paid, her hair done, her nails done, and they keep her with a room.
And you got to think too. Like a lot of that get in this again. They be so caught up in trying to keep up and make themselves look a certain type of way for another group that they think is the church or that's popping. They want to fit in. You want to fit in. You want to never. You know how they say, well, when you got one, you close to being done. And a lot of people not prepared to go through that period of time where you might not have no game.
Church, man, we break too. And let me tell you the format.
That's a whole different. Now you talking a whole different level of this shit. I ain't knowing if everybody enlightened on this level.
Yeah, like,
that's a whole different level of the
sometimes,
video
man,
game.
Yeah, church, like if you really look at it, you always want to be down. You can get broke on too. Keep on and keep up with it. I done watched go to players balls, church, come out with big old bag, little hefty, little 50, 60 on them. Leave with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to just be around
wanna
a
fit
group.
in, you wanna
wanna
be
fit
around and
in.
be
so you
down,
trying to show
yeah.
everybody that you're doing something. I'm gonna tell you, church, you get yours took too, nigga, just like the bitch.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing about me, church. Like my game is like it's world renowned. Like you feel me? Like way before this internet. Like I'm really concrete. The greatest P's know me. Like you know what I'm saying. They really been doing stumping it through this from you know what I'm saying. The gorgeous Georges to me R.I.P. My brother Succeed.
Gorgeous George, I never met him.
Yeah, Gorgeous George from Houston, Texas. Gorgeous George. He also used to go by what was the Bunny Honey's Major the P used to go by Major.
I never got to. No, I just never got to meet, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, my partner's always Gorgeous
Big
Dre.
game.
Gorgeous Dre always
Gorgeous,
been.
yeah,
You know Gorgeous Dre.
Yeah, Gorgeous Dre.
Like Gorgeous Dre. I believe you, church. I know you well seasoned, and you know I was gonna say earlier.
Shout out my Paradise too, man. Free my Paradise to P, man.
Man, free that man ASAP. But I look at it like this: like your game, church, is not from just your backyard. The way that you articulate yourself is coming being from being a well-traveled man.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like you could tell you got a little bit of game from everywhere. You can tell you might touch down in Memphis one time, picked up a little something over here. Was in Florida for 2 months. Got a little game up over here. Got something about this situation. Hitting Boston. Don't know how to landed over there, but we was there, nigga. And we there for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And we right there with all the people. Like you, when you're well-traveled, your game grows. And I want the viewer to know that throughout me and your conversation in this interview, like this is how the game grows. Is sitting here, man, and talking about your travels and where you trying to go next.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. That's the beautiful thing about the game itself. Like once you start to get your legs moving and you know what I'm saying, you really got your 10 toes down in this, you got your 10 hands down in the concrete, you got your 10 fingers down in the concrete, you really putting this up out of it, it's gonna force you to travel, it's gonna force you to go, because you're gonna wanna follow your game. You wanna make sure that you gotta be there to make sure everything right from a mental perspective, or just you might run into some brand new situation that you would have never met in your backyard. And then when you get around other church, you get around other congregations, you get around different campaigns, you seeing how they pop it, they seeing how you pop it. Might tighten you up right here. Hey, P, I feel like you doing this right here like this here. You might want to tighten or
watch C-Mode, hit a nigga for 8 stacks, hop in the Phantom, ride back to the city, stop by KFC, get some chicken on the way, man. Niggas be mad because everybody want to be down and they don't care what they got to give to do so. Just be yourself, church, and see where that gets you. You say everybody want to be down with the congregation. Everybody want to be down with the plan, but all you got to do is just follow.
But you know, but you know what I'm saying too. Like I'm saying, like when you really traveling and going around, you either gonna be serving somebody or somebody gonna be serving you.
Who's even doing that anymore?
No, I'm saying
into a dead language.
Yeah, no, that's a dead.
No, I like that. No, I like what you're saying.
I'm thinking we speaking on from like
you are
the time.
No, you are, but that's I'm saying it towards like because to them that's a dead language. They don't understand it. They don't understand. It's like Latin.
Okay, then. So instead of talking instead of talking from a pig name perspective, instead of talking from that perspective, that's why I would say the game has evolved, the world has evolved. Like
it's actually a compliment to you. Don't you actually speaking? This is a dead language to them. They don't understand.
Absolutely.
This is the old Swahili. You know what I'm saying to them? They don't get it.
I'm going too down deep.
They don't get it.
My bad.
You're going the right way. No, keep going.
Yes,
they need this. Keep going. Don't stop, church. You on the right page. I don't open your mind.
I just want motherfucker.
I don't know. Comment down below. Are y'all lost? Cause I understand everything. Everything you talking about and saying. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. Like it ain't. I'm not confused or nothing. But comment down below if y'all confused. Cause Sharp said something y'all not. Sharp said something y'all not get it. Simple. It's your boy Kelvin, man. I'm gonna stop it right there, man. If you want me to watch the rest of the interview, all you gotta do is like the video, and I'm gonna do that for y'all. All right. Peace.